Oh, she started it. No.
Yeah. Are you not gonna do the focus thing?
We should have covered him up first. And then whenever we like introduce him, pull it out.
Should have come up with that stuff or something. Good. Looking good. Look around. Kids Golf Podcast coming at you in 5 minutes, baby. All I need is like one button to go. Bang, 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 bang. Chris Farnham, ladies and gentlemen. Holy snap. Local favorite? Yeah. Local favorite? Yeah. Taking the local out with the local favorite. Oh. Stand up, ready to roll. What's up, Billy, man? Oh, Billy's already on. Hey, it was good playing with you the other day, bro. Hey, Billy played in some nice. Actually, a little strong out. Actually, it wasn't stronger, it was more consistent. It was steadiness. You like Billy Reed?
That's my boy. He gave me my.
Yeah.
Billy Reed actually gave me my very first ball.
Oh. Hey, I watched him throw yesterday, man. That dude, he bombing.
So, Billy's known as good Monday. Like I first started. So.
Hey, what's up, Ginger? Glad to watch it. Thanks for coming in.
Oh yeah. 13 years I've been playing. Seen it all.
So look out there, we'll have a little frame to where we talk.
It's a bandit. Uh-oh. Billy is a bandit today, bro.
Nice. How you throw, man?
He don't know nothing about bandits.
He threw good at bandit, guaranteed.
Oh, I bet he did. Hey, you already know I love them buzzes.
Oh, that's right.
I keep 3 in the bag at all times. I might have 4 now, I don't know.
Yeah, we just played bandit not that long ago.
Yeah, we did. We had a heap of good stuff in there.
Yeah, I think I did like 9 down, I think. It's my favorite place to play blow dubs. Is it really? Oh, boy.
Oh, a lot of people like blow dubs.
Oh, it's on, it's popping. I bet you it's on and popping out there. I'm not going out there tonight.
No. And they're like doing it at TC Jesters too.
Yeah. Somebody liable to take me off.
Hey, you gotta do the good old.
No, I like it. The only issue I have with that course is I'm colorblind. So I have a hard time.
You won't see it.
Seeing a basket. On the, what they call it? Not renegade.
What the renegade
course? I took off the thing to the neighborhood.
Yeah, that's renegade.
Yeah. I think they took that out, right? Nope. No? We just played it a couple weeks ago.
No, they just took
Billy just played?
No, they just took a renegade one out.
Yeah. Oh, they just took one.
You know, remember we were just talking about it.
Billy, what course did they just take out, bro? They just took the course out. What course did they just take out?
Because bandits also is
It was a White Oak?
Is that what it's called? White Oak? I don't know what it's called.
Yeah, you're right. Somebody just look at Steve. I think Steve was just saying that. You know, young one talking about it.
Like the band that he plays is one that's close to that one. I think called White Oak Bandit or something. They took that out.
Oh, turn that up.
Y'all ready
Turn
to
it down a
talk?
little more. I can hear it.
Oh yeah.
I ain't even got it up yet.
Oh no, I hear the ringing. You hear it?
Nope. I'm ready to get. I hear somebody. Yeah.
it is.
Hold on. I get someone to turn it down. There we go. It was on here.
Was it?
Yep.
Maybe mine.
Huh.
I don't know. I know one thing though.
Oh yeah, make sure you do get like kind of close.
Okay.
That way, that way it'll actually pick it up.
We get ready here. We're ready.
It's not like a Yeti where you can be like way away from it like this and be talking, you know, to hear everything.
The rope.
But you better get those guys out of my garden or I'm gonna beat the crap out of them.
The show starts in
What up, what up, what up? It's the Local Rock Disc Golf Podcast coming at you again. Bearded Squirrel here with
Big Bubba.
And who do we have with us today, Bubba?
Chris Farnham.
What's up, Chris?
What's up, y'all?
Hey, man, we appreciate you coming on, man.
Yes, we do.
My pleasure, sir. Thanks for having me on.
Of
Anytime,
course.
anytime, man.
Yeah.
I know I talked to you before when we started doing this a long time ago. I say a long
You
time
knew it.
ago, probably like 3 years ago, I think it was. Asked you to come on. I think we were doing a little tournament or something, but you had something else to come on. So we're glad to grab you this time.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I had Piney Woods or something else going on, and there was just a conflict scheduling, and that's all it was. But, you know, I wanted to donate my entry.
He's like, I can't make it, so you might as well just take my money anyways.
Well, we appreciate it very, very much. That's when we were first starting out. Man.
Yeah, that was. So, I mean, even the littlest bit really helped.
Yeah, so we appreciate it. Special to have you on here, man. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, it's really cool. We finally got him.
So what's been going on, man?
Not too lot. Stay here, played some Texas triples not too long ago. Was honored to play with the Shirleys, Cam and his son, or Cam and Tony. Shout out to you guys. We did pretty good out there. We got third, but it was pretty decent. My brother and Ricky Bobby, shout out to Ricky Bobby. He was out there too, and they took the M division, so I was pretty proud my homies got that.
Where was this at?
They took it?
Yeah, they took the M division in the Texas Triples. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was up at Trey Deuce Ranch.
Trey Deuce Ranch.
Yeah.
Haven't heard of that.
It's a pretty big course. Very technical, but some holes that were just freaking wide open. But, you know, full flat, all right. You know, get it
I
out there
love those.
for sure. Other than that, I played some Piney Woods not too long ago. It's my last little A-tier.
Okay.
Just really been hanging out, getting ready I got signed up for Las Vegas, so I'll be playing that in February. So I'll probably be getting into shape to go out there and try to whoop up on some Masters.
So what
yeah.
do you do to get in shape for 45?
Yeah, 45.
Yeah,
So,
with some preparation.
well, lots of golf. Try to play, 3, 4, 5 times a week. Get out there, do my putting practice at least 2 or 3 times a week.
Those are key.
Yeah, that keeps me like spry, I guess, if you want to say that, and it keeps me all limbered and keeps me in shape. Try to stay away from sugars as much as I can.
I'm about to ask.
Right,
Can you
yeah.
stay up in here?
Yeah, you stay away from sugars. Try to drink more water. Eat more leafy greens, stuff like that. Keep healthy. Keep your body, nice and hydrated for that competition.
Yeah, because you're going to be out in that sun.
Oh, for sure. Yeah,
And-
it's usually dry as heck out there.
Yeah, and I talk about it every podcast about, preparation before you play and stuff like that, the hydration, the key stuff. So that's good that you came over here and said
You
that.
wait the day of to get hydrated during like a hot event. You're too late, Bubba.
Oh, yeah,
Start
yeah.
drinking water that day. It's
Yeah, we started before. What are you doing?
a couple of days before.
Yeah.
Be quickly hydrated.
It makes you cool leaving afterwards too. Yeah.
People wake up in the morning, they're like, oh, we're going to start now. No.
Get you some good Texas heat and try some of that and see how long you last.
Yeah.
You're not even going to do it out here on
Hell
the little
no.
course, Luby. You'll fall. We played with somebody not that long ago.
He drank the night before.
He drank the night before, came out and played, couldn't even make half a zoo before he fell out and said he had to go home.
And he was drinking water.
Yeah.
That happens.
Oh, and this, you see his face, and we pat him back like, go ahead and.
Yeah, we was like, we'll catch you later, man. Like, don't even worry about it.
Not too good at disc golf preparation there.
Well, I tell you what,
Oh, no.
Still fun though, yo.
so let me ask you something. Do you have to get ready the same playing up north as you do down here, down south, or is the preparation a little different?
You up north, you kind of want to wear some long sleeves, maybe some pants and stuff like that, and get used to the cold weather. But I mean, it's not always cold up north. I mean, other than that, keep your dirt bag. Hands get a little wet and whatever. You don't want to lose all your grip, so keep something like that in mind. Good towels,
Keep
clear
it well
towels in the bag. Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Good.
So is it different for you to throw up north than what it is down here? Because I know there's a lot of elevation change.
Well,
too.
some of the elevation, some of the elevation.
Does the air really do anything to it or not?
Oh yeah, it does. Oh yeah.
So I
You
haven't,
got thinner and thicker air.
well, I haven't really got a chance to throw up north too much, except for once in Missouri, which is real pretty, bro. And I mean, I really enjoy it and love to go back again.
Well,
So I really don't know how to.
Well, you get into
Right.
some good elevation. You wanna disc down or get way less stable disc because
Yep.
up there, like your things that'll fly straight here will definitely go left there pretty hard if you're right-handed.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I would like to. I always wanted to go to Boggy. If I was going to go to a place somewhere, I wanted to go to Boggy because I want to see how I could play making it up that hill. They say, you think you're in shape till you go play that course, and then you have to trek up them hills, up and down the hills, and a lot of them play. I mean, that's a lot.
You up?
I played that one tournament in Granbury, okay, and they have some terrain. It's 4 hours
I
away.
like that place.
Yeah, it's great. I enjoyed it. And I mean, the up and down on 2 rounds of that a day, dude, wore me out. I told my wife I felt like I got my ass beat. Dude, my fingers were purple, my back, my feet were hurt. Yeah, dude. And I mean, you're going up and down pretty steep. You got to be in some shape, man.
That's crazy.
And see, that's what I enjoy about listening to you tell me how you change up the way the casual play. When you get ready, you actually make preparations for it and stuff like that. It's a whole different ball game, man.
Yeah, there's certain things you do. Like I don't know. Like one thing is like, hey, you don't want to be in the middle of your round trying to like get a stupid hangnail off. You know what I mean? So like you clip your nails before you go out and play. Stuff like that. I don't know.
Well, no, that
Make
may
sure
sound,
you got good dry towels.
that sounds funny, but I remember one time I went out playing, my pinky nail was too long. And every time I went to go grip, it was gripping right
Some
in
of that,
the
there's a lot of little detail and stuff like that. Yeah, it may or may not help out, but it probably does.
So you've been playing since 2001. And how long have you been with, who were you with? Were you with anybody before you got with Millennium?
Yeah, I was with a little small company called Matt Siri was one of the founders of this little small company. It was I can't even remember the name. Anyway, yeah, went from them and then went to Millennium, and been with Millennium now for about 7 years. It was Heiserbaum.
Heiserbaum.
No, it was Kevin and Matt Siri they had a small company going For the Chains. It was called For the Chains, a little small disc golf company, and that was one of our first kind of really got sponsored, if you will, and they helped me out quite a bit. Those guys were cool, Kevin and Matt both. And then Matt introduced me to the Vaschholz at Millennium, and kind of grew from there. So kind of cultivated that relationship over the years.
That's cool.
It's a pretty cool deal, throwing for one of the oldest disc manufacturers in Texas. And not manufacturers here anymore, but they were based out of Texas.
Yeah.
John originally owned them. So
How long you been with them?
so I've been 7 years with Millennium. Yeah, but I've been throwing their product for way longer than that. Whenever I was played one of John House Texas teams, one of the discs that they introduced was a QMS, and I just fell in love with that disc right off the bat. It's a mid-range, kind of a slow thing, long, powerful arm. You can make it do some pretty cool stuff. So
I think that says something when you have players that stay on the team for that amount of time, though. That means that's good relationship.
Loyalty.
Yeah, and they're a good company too. So
you know what I mean?
that's good.
I mean, I really like their plastic. They keep me geared up with some of the best stuff. So
Billy said he loves some tanks, man.
some tanks. I smell Heiserbaum tanks. I remember those.
Look at him, yeah.
Oh,
He said,
yeah.
I love me some tanks.
My dad had a couple of those.
I seen your dad throw one in the water when we first started playing.
Yes, he did. It
At
was
Tap.
orange one.
Yeah.
It was an orange one. It was sweet.
Well, I think the original tanks were they were made by a company called King.
King?
King,
That must have been before me.
Yeah,
I don't remember
the
those.
original tank came from a King, and then they had a bomb as well.
The only one I remember that used to make that don't anymore was Vibram.
Vibram.
Oh,
They
yeah.
don't make Vibrams anymore.
Yeah, I got a Viber on my desktop bag that plays.
You got a mini marker, man.
You got a mini marker?
Yeah, I just start trying to get them off eBay. They got them all over eBay.
Huh.
Start throwing them, bring Vibram back.
Bring them back. Bring
Vinny
them back.
Miller and Vibram, that was pretty cool.
Hey, man, I was about to say that was pretty cool, man. Their discs look funky looking and shit, man. All different types
Oh,
of
yeah,
colors.
that's so cool.
So, hey, so I'm curious, Millennium.
Yeah.
And so you got your their disc in your bag.
Right.
Duh.
Yeah.
All right.
So You came in with the disc
Right here.
that Bubba has. So what kind of disc is that?
That's a Quasar. That's probably one of my go-to drivers.
But he said Quasar bomb.
He knows that.
What's up, Brian, man? What's up, bro?
What's up?
That is Quasar right here.
Yeah, they're pretty overstable high-speed drivers. Got a lot of fade at the end, or glide at the end. I like them because they're fast and overstable, and they can hold my arm without turning over too bad. The older ones, they'll get flippy after a while, but not really. So, yeah, I got bunches of those. That's one of my favorite discs to throw too.
I have to get one that's beat in already from you.
I'm gonna have to.
No, you might have to fight.
How about say take one of them star ones, the ones that you don't want to give up.
Tooled in.
We're gonna have to.
for that.
We're gonna have to wait until you forget something in his car, and then we'll like sneak it out. You know.
Choke me.
He's gonna be playing. He's gonna be like, "Did I leave this at home when I was practicing?"
So is that your go-to that you usually have, or?
Yeah, if I want some distance and a hard left finish, then yeah, I'm gonna throw my Quasar.
How many you keep in your bag?
I have two. One new, a 1.5, kind of a newish 1.5 that's really super overstable, and then my 1.4 beat in, which is my go-to on all the things. So it's a good forehand disc, backhand disc. You know, it's not really for finishing right on with the back right hand.
Oh, wow.
They're good.
Who's that on there?
Yeah.
It's Scott Stokely.
Mr. Stokely himself.
Oh, wow. Check this out. What an honor.
Yeah.
Holy junk. What an honor. Mr. Scott Stokely.
Bro,
Wow.
Mr. Scott Stokely came to Lindsay Park one time early on when he was doing his tour, and that dude bombed, bro.
Can't hear you guys anymore, though. I could a minute ago.
Oh, no. What's going on, man? You sound like us, always having something going on, man. Wow. How nice. That's a privilege, man. Very nice.
Well, hello. Okay, I can hear you now.
Hello.
Awesome.
What's going on, sir? Let me turn you up some here.
What's up, Mr. Stokely?
Yes, sir. Thank you for coming on, man. What an honor.
That is, what a bizarre, like, random invitation.
Yeah,
Well,
right?
thank
That's
you.
awesome.
Now you're going to have to give me a second. I was ill-prepared. Give me, like, 30 seconds.
Hey, it's okay. We're all about organized chaos, man. We're all right. We don't.
All right, hold on a minute.
We got you, man.
Oh yeah.
What a surprise, isn't it?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Hey, so you say the Quasar. So what would you throw next from what else do you have lined up in your bag from the Quasar?
I'd go next in stability. I'd go to my Sport. Most of my Scorpius, the Millennium Scorpius. They're kind of like a destroyer tool, a little more domey. I really like them. For not so hard left finishes, you can really power up on those things. You can flip them over and maybe get them to commit right a little bit, but they'll probably straighten up and come back left on you. And then after that, I'll go to my Wraith for my super long throws.
Yeah, I wish
Everybody throwing the room.
I wish I need
Have
to
you not
try.
thrown a GG Wraith?
No, I need to try the Halo one because
That's what I'm talking about.
well, I usually throw the G Star and
Yeah.
the G Star one. I have no. It's not that I don't have confidence. I have too many issues of it turning over too much, or it don't, and it does, and it does. It's too inconsistent for me.
Yeah.
And I wish I could like it more. Like he throws a TL,
TL3 and 2 destroyers.
but the regular one that you throw, I don't care for. But
Which one?
the Halo one that you throw, that's a nice disc, man. It throws real good too. The one you threw
The
today,
TL3?
yeah.
Oh, I throw that one like I can throw that probably like 500 feet.
I hit hole 13 out of tap with the Wraith, the Garrett Wraith. Ace there. Got my
Well,
first one on too.
There he is, Mr. Scott Stokely, the man. How you doing, sir?
I am doing fantastic. I have no tripod. This was like, was this just like a random invitation, or did I like schedule this and forget? Because either one's possible.
No, I think you just popped on by accident.
No, you scheduled.
No, actually, I had sent an invitation. I tried to send some invitations. Hopefully, maybe we get some people to pop in and we can grow what we're doing and help everybody else out, man.
Well, I am what is known in clinical circles as an attention whore, so no problem there.
Hey, so we're all on the same page because we definitely enjoy that. Thank you for coming on, man. We appreciate it.
Yeah, of course, absolutely. Thank you for the invite. I'm flattered. Who am I talking to? I see what, 3 people there?
Yeah, yes, sir. My name is James, and we have Bubba Widener over here, and we have Chris Farnham over here with Millennium Disc Golf.
Yep.
Oh,
How you doing,
well,
Scott?
hello. Hey,
Yeah.
I'm very familiar with Millennium Disc Golf. I was there during the early, like, pre-Millennium, when Millennium was just a twinkle in John Houck's eye.
That's right. Yeah.
So what year was that? How long ago?
That was 1995.
Oh,
Yeah, the way the
Before
story
me.
goes is
Before
that at the
me.
time I was throwing
Before you were
Innova,
born.
and I was talking to John Houck about switching over to Discraft. And I'm over at John Houck's house, and he says, Scott, I can't tell you any details, but don't talk to Discraft yet. I'm working with Harold Duvall on something, but I can't tell you what it is. All I can tell you is don't go to Discraft yet, and we may have something for you. And I couldn't wait, and I went to Discraft, and shortly after, Millennium Discs came out. Oh, there we
There we
go.
are. There we go. So that's
Yeah.
pretty cool, man.
Yeah, so that's actually how, and the whole reason Millennium got started was because there was a big question. And by the way, there was no certain answer to this. Millennium was really risky. Golf discs cost $7. And the question was, would golfers pay $10 for a premium plastic disc? Now, the premium plastic disc is nothing like the premium plastic of today, but it was better than the original plastic. But they didn't know. It was an experiment to see if people would pay $10 for a golf disc.
It seemed it worked out pretty well.
It did, and then they sold to
It's getting any bigger.
the dentist and everything. So
Oh no, we're having some issues. Wow, this would be the almost first time we ever had issues.
I think this is the
Oh, no.
first time.
No,
It happens.
it's okay.
Can you-
So we'll
can
go
you
ahead
see
and just move on real quick to
Until he comes back.
you're saying that the rate.
Yeah.
So the rate is a pretty good one that you'll go to also quite a bit. Besides the I can't remember the other. Oh no, what happened?
What?
Did we get cut off?
no, can you see me?
I'm not sure what happened.
I have it here perfectly.
Can you?
Oh,
Am I upside down now? Hold on. How about now? Am I right side up?
I believe we have frozen momentarily. You guys are gonna have to hold on just
no,
a second.
The TV has. Are y'all still on there? Here, we'll go ahead and just see if maybe we can do this. We'll go on with Chris real quick still.
Can you hear me at all?
Yes, I can.
Okay, I see what happened. Yes, sir. We can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. So I've been told by a technical expert that my eyes are so stunningly beautiful that sometimes they freeze the internet.
I think that's what happened.
That's what I'm guessing. I'm not a technicalician, but that would be my theory. Maybe look, I froze again.
There you
There
go.
you go,
we got him on now.
Now we're good to go? Good to go?
We are
I
here.
believe so.
Cool. So
It needed a special touch. I went over there and shook it a little bit. It worked.
I see if my old man delusion
Like,
Oh, now
see,
it can
we just started here.
now it can speak.
Hey Scott, so we had started here a few years back, like 3 or 4 years back, and you had got with Michelle Deering, and I think I was supposed to schedule you to come on with the podcast, but I think we had some issues come up, and I actually had stopped doing a podcast for about a year, and so we just now started getting back up again, and so that's where we are now. So everything's still in play, trying to get in order. So we're organized chaos right now and trying to make the best of what we love doing, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're good, man. Love it.
Yeah, I
Except that
appreciate it
every
very
time I
much.
talk, every time I've talked, got me with about a 2-second delay.
Yes, sir. We're gonna have to do that because right now we're doing it with my phone, and so here
Okay.
soon, hopefully we can upgrade to a little bit more so we can have a better quality for our audience. But we're trying to do it what we can, man.
Do it. Love
It's
it.
pretty good job.
Do it. Love it.
Hey, I appreciate it very much. And, you know, a lot of people, they think this is all glitz and glamours, but there's a lot of hard work and wanting to pull your hair out, man.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
We appreciate you coming on. Man.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we
No,
came on here
I-
to bring Chris on so we can let him. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Oh, I said I appreciate the invite.
Anytime, man. You're always welcome
Oh,
on here,
yeah.
and I like the content that you have too, man. We really appreciate
Thank
you
you.
coming on and helping us grow the sport.
So I got a cool Scott Stokely story.
Oh, I'm
We
excited.
were,
I'm excited.
yeah, for real. So you were doing your tour after you had the world record, and you were touring around to different courses, and you came to Lindsay Park one year, and that's my home course. That's in Tyler, Texas. I don't know if you remember that, but it was pretty cool. And you went out there and you did some did some drive instructions, which was pretty cool. And I was bombing them pretty good back then, Bubba. And you threw one with the side with your forehand that was, man, it had to been every bit of 550, close to 600, something like that. And you for a demonstration, and everybody kind of demonstrated their throws, and you said a couple of times, you know, change this, change that on a few guys. I walked up and threw, and I bombed one probably 475, 500, something like that, and you're like, you're good. You don't need anything. And I you know, that kind of lifted my spirits up pretty had me going for a while, because the man, Scott Stokely himself, told me that I could drive pretty well. So that was a pretty good high point in my life. So I appreciate that.
I'm happy to hear that.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty cool, man.
Walk up there and throw.
Yeah, that guy was throwing a forehand like you wouldn't believe, bro. Back in the day, I watched that stuff in person. Scott, you could.
Hey, Scott, I know you've been playing a lot this year. What was your favorite course to play this year, sir?
Oh, it definitely was Eagle Crossing.
It definitely was Eagle
For
Crossing.
sure. I mean, that's the most
That's the
special
most
disc golf course in the world, with
disc
the
golf course in
exception
the
of
world,
Oakville
with the
Park, the world's
exception
first
of
course.
Oakville Park, the world's first
But
course.
nothing will ever be Oak Grove.
Nothing will ever be Oak Grove. But
You know, here's the thing about Eagles Crossing.
here's the thing about Eagles Crossing.
Imagine if you had a beautiful piece of with rolling hills and grass and trees and all the natural terrain you could possibly ask for to put in a world-class course. And then someone handed you $1.5 million and said, figure out how to spend this making the course even better. That's Eagles Crossing. There's
That's Dave McCormick, right?
I'm not for
That's
sure.
Dave McCormick's place, right? Or is it
Yeah, Dave
did
McCormick designed it.
Yeah,
The
Dave
owner's
McCormick
name is
designed it.
Philip
Owner's
Samuels.
name Philip Samuels.
He doesn't disc golf.
He
He's
doesn't disc golf. He's
an individual who does well, obviously, and he started watching disc golf and thought, hey, this is the coolest sport in the entire world. I would like to build the greatest course in the world on my property. And I think the model for the course is to build our Augusta. You know, just build the place that will be just revere hallowed ground. And he's on his way to, if not already.
What was the most challenging course that you had to run through this year?
I mean, the Eagle Crossing makes you feel like you suck at disc golf. I mean, that course, I mean, when you watch the coverage of the big the most recent one, you're going to have a hard time seeing how hard the course is. But I World Championship layout, if they run the World Championships there, I would predict that 3 under every round could win. I mean, and if it's not 3 under, it's going to be 4 or not going to be much more. Northwood Black, Butler were both fantastic courses. I mean, both of those courses, 70 was like a 20 break. So those are pretty high up there.
Those are pretty high up there.
I actually
Played black this year.
I probably have 10, 20 at those courses really well.
20 at those courses really well.
That's pretty good.
I mean, for an old guy.
For an old guy.
Hey, can I see the Nugs, man? That's awesome, bro. Gotta see the Nugs on stock, man. There you go.
Oh yeah.
Appreciate that, man.
Yeah, of course.
Awesome. That's pretty cool.
Of course.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, man. So yeah, we like to get local people on here from around here and help them out and help them to further what's going on, and they can let everybody know, hopefully, how to further their game and also what they're doing in the future.
Are you guys in Texas?
Are you guys in
Oh, yeah.
Texas?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
We are
sir.
from basically Houston, Texas. As you can see, Houston Disc Golf is pretty much where we're from. We also support Cypress Disc Golf Company. We also support local Northside Chain Gang and still banging all the chains with Matt Stillwagon, Steve Stanley, Noble, and all of them. Michelle Deering.
Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah. You know Michelle?
Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah. You know Michelle?
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir. She's
I
been on my
love-
show. Yeah.
I
Hold
Hold on. I love Michelle. She's one of my best.
on. I love Michelle. She's one of my best.
Yeah, she was. She had made plans to have you on with me, and like I said, we had some things that happened, and I was always waiting for you to come back around. But hey, man, I got one of my wishes to get you on here, so that came out pretty cool, man.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Well, your timing was good.
Timing,
In less than 24 hours, we're going to be on a plane,
Hours, we're going to be on a plane.
and we're going to be out of the country for the
and
next
we're going to be out of the
2.5
country for the next
years.
at least 2.5 years.
Wow. Where are you gonna be heading at?
Basically everywhere.
Basically everywhere.
The 2.5-year disc golf world tour.
Disc golf world tour.
It's 6 weeks in Australia, 4 weeks in New Zealand,
4 weeks in New Zealand,
and then 4 months in Southeast Asia. You know, doing clinics and tournaments in Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand,
Malaysia,
Cambodia,
Wow.
then the Euro tour next year, and then my plan. If I make it through, I really want to. The next winters, I want to go to Africa.
The next winters, I want to go to Africa.
They've just put courses in Tanzania, Ethiopia, Kenya, and South Africa. And then do the Euro tour again. Basically, I'll be making my money on the Euro tour and teaching. But in the winters, I'm going to go to places, a lot of places that have like, they just got their first course in, or they have 3 courses in the whole country. And I'm contacting these countries to set up like media opportunities and ways for me to go put eyes on their sport in their country and help them promote. And it's easy because I don't want any money for it. So I just want to help. I want to help everybody out.
I want to help everybody out with the sport.
That's pretty awesome. I see a lot that you do a lot of charity work, and I think that's real awesome. And as you can see also, well, I don't know if you can see, but we have a little sponsor with Jersey Mike's Subs, and hopefully whenever we do some events soon, they're going to be able to help us out, and we're going to be doing some tournaments to help the charity for mental health awareness.
That's beautiful. Yeah, I do. I like
Yeah,
to make a lot of money because the more money I make, the more money I can give away. I do. It's funny. I like to do well, but my motives are very different.
So I got a quick question for him real quick. So
Yeah.
What's your favorite thing about disc golf?
My favorite thing about disc golf, I mean, there's 2 things that are above everything else. I mean, number one is it's the people in the sport. You know, it's my family. I don't come from a family. Aside from a brother that I just I just found out last year that I was not an only. But aside from that, I have basically no family. Biological type of relative. My family, my frisbee family, and their players all over the world that on my that's the easy answer. But the secondary answer is My girlfriend and I are full.
My girlfriend and I are full.
We live on the road. I mean, we have no storage unit, no home base. Everything we own is in our hotel room rent. And so we live to travel. Like, we're never going to have a home. We're never going to stop. We're never going to, like, settle. So the idea that disc golf provides the opportunity to travel and not have to be in one place.
That's super cool.
Life is about experience.
Yeah, that is really cool. I like that.
Definitely. So once you pull the 2-year trip, do you plan on maybe doing it again, or are you just going to fill this one out?
Okay, so that's so it's a really good question because I honestly have no plans to come back formally. Like, I'm pretty much committed to doing the Euro Tour. But I have this idea in the back of my mind. I'll be 56 years old then, so I think I'll be ready to go back to the tour again. Because I plan on being way better in 3 years.
I would imagine so.
Hey, right now, like, here's the thing. I went over with the Up Down podcast. They analyzed all the stats. And for all intents and purposes, I was as close to an average touring pro as you can get. Like, I wasn't wildly successful. I mean, I cashed it, more than half of my event. My best finish was 11. But I had some bad finishes. So I was kind of like middle of the road pro. And as long as I am playing at a level where I am an average pro out there, then I belong out there than any other player who's average professional on the tour. If I was at the bottom of the pack and I'm taking a spot from some young kid who wants to be out there, I would never do that. I would never take their spot from them if I was going up to them. But as long as I'm cashing it half my, I'm competitive, I certainly feel like I belong. So if I feel that way in 3 years, I'll probably do it.
That's cool.
I have a real question, a real serious one. Have you always felt that passionate, or did it take for something for you to be that passionate, to do what you're doing and just to strictly give? Because that's not small. That's a lot. Yeah. That's deep. That is love. And I mean, I'm just curious if you're always like that, or if something happened and it made you grasp that.
As far as the travel, or just the big picture?
Just a big picture, because I mean that's a lot that you're doing, and I mean
the passion that he has.
Right, the passion that you have for it. I mean, because that's a big deal. I played once before, and before I had my mental breakdown, I took time off, and when I did, I felt the fire back, and it was a lot stronger.
Yeah, so I can tell. I'll give you if you want to go deep, I can go deep for you guys. If you're up for it. Okay, here we go. This is the old man rant. I have figured out the secret. Humans have been seeking this out for 100,000 years, and so basically it's like this. Every single person needs to look at what things in their life will make them happy, like how they need to live their life. Now, everyone thinks they do that, but they don't. We bring baggage with us. It's not even always bad baggage, but we bring baggage with us. We bring things we were taught in school. We bring things our parents taught us, society told us, television taught us, books told us, our church taught us, right? And there's a way you're supposed to live life. Like everybody knows, you pursue a career, and it's not always about the money, but you still need to make a good living. You try to do something you love. You get a house in the suburbs. If you're able to pay it off, you got some security because you built up a 401k. You don't want to be materialistic, but it's okay to points now and then you retire. Like, you got, by the way, married, you got to have kids. And the thing is, all of those things I described are perfect for some people. But the problem is, I think that a lot of people do those things when that's not their path. They have those preconceived ideas. And so what I think the secret to happiness is you analyze every part of your life, how you live, your career, relationships, your family, children, religion, politics. I don't care what it is. Start from scratch, wipe the slate clean, and ask yourself, what makes me happy? And ignore all the noise in your head. So, for example, for me, I have never, ever in my life been truly happy when I wake up every day looking at the same wall, walking out the door, seeing the same neighbors. I've done it because that's what you're supposed to do, right? That's the measure of success. It's like, yeah, I own my house, I'm doing well. And but when I really look at it, for example, and this is not an exaggeration, I would be so much happier in the passenger seat of my car in the rest area, traveling to a tournament in the middle of Nebraska, than I would be in the nicest house, in the nicest neighborhood. That is torture to me. There's nothing wrong with it, but it's torture to me. And it's the same thing with like your career. Like, well, you're not supposed to go to doing disc golf for a living or teaching disc golf. All these things. I've just reinvented every way I have of making a living that nobody's ever done before in our sport. I'm in a relationship that is a very non-traditional relationship with my woman. We have a very different way of doing things that make us happy that aren't for everybody, especially not what society would say how you're supposed to live life. But we've started from scratch, and the result of that is I'm now doing exactly what I want to do every single day. I wake up every single morning, and I don't do a single thing I don't want to do. Now, that involves a lot of work. But I go where I want to go. I do what I want to do. I have what I want to do. I have the life I want to live, and it doesn't look anything like anybody else's. But that's my pathway. And so it's finding that thing. I mean, I don't know. I'll give the most cliche example in the world. But when I was in high school, I was told flat out, if you want to be successful, you need to go to college. College is the path to success, and there's not a bigger line of bullshit. College is exactly the number one way of being financially successful for about 30% of people that want to pursue a career that requires a college degree. But the other 70% of people like working on cars, and they like whatever else they do, right? And you can be successful at anything, right? But I was told you had to have a path, right? So I had to goal, and after high school, I had 3 semesters of college. That's what you do. I was miserable. So again, there's way more to it than that. But the idea is just throw away preconceived ideas about every single part of life, analyze what makes you happy, and pursue that path. And ignore everything that tells you not to do it that way.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I agree with you 100%.
That's my theory on life. That's the only way I'm
I've been fired from 2 jobs because I played disc golf instead of working on the weekends.
Hey, I'll tell you, okay, this is one of the first moments. I got a story for you. Now, I didn't figure all this out when I was younger. When I was younger, I was a moron, just like every other young moron. But these are the early things that started to lead me to this path, right? So I was probably 19 years old. I worked the graveyard shift at Kinko's. And I had earned a day off because if you work every 2 months, you work a day off, whatever. But I had earned this day. And there was a tournament coming up a couple months away. Now, I'm in my third semester of college. And I went to my boss and said, hey, there's a tournament coming up in a couple months. I need Friday off. And he gives me this whole line of like, oh my God, I can't replace graveyard shifts. You're putting me in the worst position, laying this guilt trip on me. I'm like arguing with him, going, but I earned this day off. I earned this day. You have to give me this. I mean, everything. Like, I battled with this guy And the whole time, all I'm thinking is, I don't give a shit about those. I care about my disc golf tournament. I care about you. I care about disc golf. But I'm arguing and finally proceeds, and it's okay, you can have the day off, but you've ruined my day. And so I walked out of the office, and it hit me. I still remember it hit me that, you know, if I stay in college, I'm going to be having the exact same conversation 10 years from now. I'll be being paid more money, but ultimately somebody else is going to control my life. And someone else, some other human is going to decide whether I work or play disc golf. And I'm like, I could never be happy in that position. Now, I want to be clear about this. It's not me being like on my soapbox or high mighty, but there's plenty of people that would also say, yeah, but I don't like dealing with the responsibility of working for myself. I like getting a paycheck. It's low stress, it's easy. That makes me happy. And there's not a damn thing wrong with that. It's just figuring out that for me, I have to have control over my life, and I have to have control. I don't do well being told what to do. Like, I never have. I've never been happy. So that's the start of the plan of the seed. It took a few decades to really kick in. But that planted my seed.
Hey, sometimes it takes longer for some than others. As long as we get it and you learn from your mistakes, that's what it takes.
Yeah, it took the last 50.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to know, because for someone to do what he is doing, it takes a lot. That's why, like I said, something small, that takes a lot. Yeah, and we definitely appreciate that, man. Very, very much.
Well, this is the way, and so it's always like hard work and preparation. So the reason I'm able to travel the world is because I spent the entire last year or two of my life completely modifying my business, showing up, doing seminars, playing tournaments, to endorsing products that sell on an online store that I could market from another country, creating, I have an online disc golf class, become a complete disc golfer, 6 months class at Stokely.net, sign up for. But I took a year of modifying my entire career and doing the same thing, but in a way where I can do it from anywhere in the world. So none of it's like luck. I didn't fall into it. I actually had to go, how can I live the life I want to live and what I'm doing? Well, that moment I can't. What do I have to modify about my life so I can do what I want to do, which is go to Kenya and Tanzania and Colombia and Cambodia.
I actually have a couple of friends from Tanzania. I was going to say I have a $100 bills that are over here. I have a young lady I used to work with to work from there, and they went home and I asked her to bring back some money, and she brought me some money back. Pretty cool.
Yeah, everything I've heard about, like, everything I've heard about, like, I've heard that it's basically like the most beautiful, sweetest humans you're ever gonna meet. They said that there's like people with absolutely nothing will give you half of what they have if you're hungry. I mean, that's all I've heard about. I can't wait to experience what that's like.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome.
So yeah, there we go.
Doing a big deal, man. Yeah, that's I don't know any other word besides, but I mean, it's to do what you're doing, man. It takes a lot, and I know everybody thinks that they don't. And they see you out there throwing, and it's fun and stuff, man. You're doing a lot of hard work. I tell you what, just 3 days of 2 rounds is a lot of hard work. And I mean, to what you're doing, geez almighty, man. Yeah,
it's hard.
Well, the playing part, like even on a tournament day, I wake up in the morning and I work a few hours before I play. I play the tournament, do content, more work. I mean, just social media alone is literally a full-time job. And again, that's not the reality.
What I do is like minute, and it gets to be a pain, and it's hard too. A lot of people don't see it, and it can be. Especially with some technical difficulties I'm going through right now. I broke the camera holder earlier, then I was having some other problems, but we're making it work, man. I appreciate it.
Cool. Hey, so I just plugged my 6-month online class. Right?
Yes, sir.
All right.
That's hilarious.
I'm very proud of it.
I'm very
That is,
proud of that.
the business part never ends.
The
because
business part never ends.
Without like my online, I can't do what I'm doing. So,
I can't do what I'm doing. So,
but I am gonna head out because
but I am going to head out
I
because
need
we
to go
were
eat
going.
dinner still, don't I?
I need to go eat
I
dinner,
still need to
don't I?
eat, and then we're flying out tomorrow.
And
We're
then
we're supposed to
flying
fly out Friday.
tomorrow.
We had
We're supposed to fly out Friday.
so we're stuck at the hotel by the airport.
So we're stuck at the hotel by the airport.
No, man, it's a privilege just for you people in and
Thanks
everything.
for selling some time from you.
Yeah,
we
we
did.
appreciate it very much. Thank you. Have a good night and be safe, man. Thank you.
Yeah,
very
but
much.
thank you guys so much for the invite. I will never not be
I will never
not be flattered when people reach out to the world with me.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, you,
Well, thank you.
you do a huge for the disc golf community, man, and we hope to
Yeah.
be able to do the same thing that you're doing one day. That's why
Right.
so we reflect off of you. We appreciate it and thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thanks you guys. Have a great evening. Appreciate it.
You guys have a great evening. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All
sir.
right, thanks.
Thanks,
Bye.
Cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, that was pretty cool,
That
right?
was a pretty good little surprise there. Chris, thank you for coming on. You come on anytime. We'll see who else pops on, man.
For sure.
Yeah. We'll just drag him in every Sunday.
I know.
If I can't get a special guest up every time.
Damn, Chris, I didn't know
If we
that.
get the table and everything, you can bring him and he can bring a what do they call it? +1.
Well, I,
There
tell
you
you, well, I felt bad. Josh was on here. I had Josh Benhart, and
Yeah.
then Trevor just popped on.
Oh, yeah.
Trevor Hobart.
Yeah,
And I was like,
Yeah, he was.
I couldn't talk.
She was talking all about it. I didn't get to make it to that one, but she was telling me about you. You were choking up.
Yeah, I didn't know what to say. I was like, it was pretty cool, man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it was real cool. Hey, so even though that was awesome, it was badass. I still want to get back to what you're doing real quick.
Okay.
Because
Cool.
I don't know how else I could top anything with somebody going to travel for 2 years.
Oh, yeah,
to go
that's
help
a
other
long
people and
time.
stuff.
Right.
And then that's pretty awesome, man.
I'd love to go travel like that.
Would you like to go travel like
Man, what are you
overseas? and
talking?
that?
Go play disc golf?
Even right now?
Dude, I think any disc golf players
Right.
known for that. Yeah.
Who wouldn't?
You gonna give me a little money to do all this?
Yeah.
You know, and I'm
But ain't on my dime.
shoot,
Where do I sign up
gone.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, you pay me for gas and entry fee, and
Are you going
I'm
overseas? You
gone.
don't need gas. You need a book.
That's no
Yeah,
book.
yeah, you need a passport.
Passport.
Yeah, you need a
Passport. Yeah, you give me the necessities, and I'm gone.
Maybe need a
Bye.
bodyguard. I don't know.
Some bodyguards.
I'm a little dude, man. Somebody snatch me up. Try to throw me like a frisbee.
What you mean? You got them? You put them in the van? What are you talking about?
So,
Throwing disc out, trying to lure them in.
so we're talking about what was in your bag, and it was a Quasar.
Yeah.
I forget what the other one said, but then you had went to the race.
Yeah. The other one was
DX
a
Ray.
Millennium Scorpius and then a Ray. Yeah.
So what modes of the race did you keep in there?
I have the Innovastar Protos. They're the proto race. That's what are pretty much what I bag. I've got, and I also bag a Garrett Girthy Tour Series race as well.
Okay.
Yeah, those
okay.
Halo race. They're
Yeah.
they're pretty good.
I've seen the
I heard about them.
what was the other one? Who else that plays for them? I just seen those real nice, man. I said, them Halos are looking badass nowadays, man.
They're nice.
Yeah,
The
they're
plastic
super cool.
is just the quality of plastic. Millennium Golf Disc has their Helio plastic, which is pretty much the same thing, but it's they call it Helio instead of Halo. Great plastic. That's what my Scorpio is. It's a Helio Scorpio. It's one of the latest runs, and they bomb, man.
How's it compared to the Quasar?
It's not as stable as the Quasar. It'll go pretty much just as far, but it just won't finish as hard left.
So it's got like the same glide on the end.
Yeah,
and
it's
stuff
pretty.
like
It's
that.
pretty cool. Yeah, it's really close.
It's just got a light finish.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
I wanted to ask you about something else. I got to look for it because now I'm all flustered for whenever he came on here now real quick.
I know,
It says-
right? We just
It says you have 197 career events. Did you know that?
No, I'm getting close to 200. Eh?
Yeah.
that's what I was thinking. I was like,
Okay.
man, he's creeping up on 200.
So
That's not bad. I'm getting 200 events.
I didn't get too deep, but how many of those do you think that are like first place or wins?
We'll go down the list.
Well, I have his money on here, what he made, but I don't care to tell everybody.
those are wins, aren't they?
I got 30 wins or something, 35 wins.
They should say.
I thought you. No,
It says-
I just have it right here.
Oh,
didn't
I
put it
know
down.
what it is off the top of my head.
What is it?
56.
56 wins.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't give yourself enough credit, man.
197 in tournaments and 56 wins. That's pretty good.
He's a
win percentage, no?
1,004 rating. Been playing since 2001. He's got 56 career wins.
You made a pretty good year's
197.
salary on it too.
Nice. Bubba's on his game tonight.
I told you I did a little research on
That's a
him.
point.
I stalked him.
You got to, man. You got to. You
I
got to do all
stalked
that
his
research.
Facebook. I stalked it all.
You got to, man.
I know. I don't know how long ago, but he just won the distance drive and stuff. And
Yeah.
he just played with Anthony Perkins and all that.
Yeah. No, man, I like AP.
I love AP
That's
too. Yeah, he's great.
Houston home
We
was.
got
I told him the robot player. He's the robot player.
Freddie Mays is really good
Man.
too. Freddie Mays is
I haven't got to play with him.
he's
Where'd you
going
play
on
back
tour
then?
full time next season. I can't wait because that guy's going to do just some good things. I promise you.
Where did you go play with AP at?
Played with AP out at Army Trail. I played with him quite a bit at the minis. Thursday nights up at Northside, they do the putt league and the par two. I'll come out there every now and then. We always have
Okay.
putt nights together. And
They're good.
yeah, that's Thursday nights. So Tuesday nights they have up at Bareback. They got the putt league too. And sometimes I'll see AP and Jason Matt there and a few other.
I like him.
And where's that at
Solid.
again?
Lucky Ace.
Yeah, Lucky Ace. Yeah, Bareback Bar and Grill. Cookadall. Yeah, I think so.
Oh, you
Is that
talking about the
how you
one
say
with Kirkendall? You talking about the one
Kirkendall,
right
yeah.
there next to Northside?
That's it, that's
oh,
it.
dude, that's my.
Tuesday nights go up there, 7 to 10. Big shout out to Steve-O. What's up, Steve-O?
I used to work around the corner from there at Professional Pool Supply.
Okay.
It was on Loretta. They moved it now, but
So
yeah, I know.
it's just something other than, getting out there and playing around and disc golf. You go out there and you putt games and stuff like that. I kind of like those things.
I played with Charles Mayo for the first time there. Him and Chase Gregor, I think that's how you say his last name. But it's the first time I ever played with him. I hadn't played in like 2 years when I played, like 2-3 years when I played with him. And I had told him, like, dude, I'm rusty. I haven't played in years. I'm going to play like crap.
Knock the dirt off.
Yeah, and they step up to hole one and they throw drivers.
Yeah.
Well, I step up there with like a Z Buzz and rip it past their drivers, like straight bullet. And they both look at me with their jaws on the floor, like,
So good, isn't it?
yeah, they looked at me and I was like, it was okay. And they're like, what did you throw? And I was like, it was just a Z Buzz. And they're like, you threw a mid, and they're all like,
smashed it.
in my head, I'm like, can y'all pick y'all's jaws up, please? But no, yeah, it was great though. But yeah, you gotta let me know when that's up. I'll go out there.
Yeah,
for sure. I'll make my trip.
Yeah, like Northside's a
30
pretty
minutes.
solid little course. AP plays out there a lot too.
Yeah.
Which one you go? Which one is that? The
Northside
SV?
Christian.
Oh, okay. Oh, Northside Christian.
Yeah, the one on Thursday nights is up at SV Spring
That's some
Valley.
Northside Christian. That's fun.
Oh yeah. The Thursday ones.
Yeah.
I heard what's his name? Connell. Connell was talking about him. Yeah. Last time we
Yeah,
played.
it's a fun course to play, man. I really enjoy Northside Christian.
Yeah. Connell and his dad. Knowing them since I was a youngin too. No, I've known Connell for man, long time.
Yeah.
Long time. Crazy.
Well, you guys know that I'm from Tyler, Texas, and Lindsay Park is like my home.
Yeah.
I have families live in Gladewater and White Oak, and her parents live in Carthage.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're familiar with that area
Not too
around there.
far away
I'm
from there.
not.
Lyra, Longview.
They got a great complex, Lindsay Park. They have Cedar, Hickory, and Dogwood all in one complex.
No, I've heard of Cedar Hill.
Yeah, that's where I kind of like learned how to play and really got good on those three courses. And man, there's such a variety of courses. Those three are just like almost all three different. You got the red course, it's not wide open, but it's got some technical long bomb shots, and then the blue course, which it's got the really long bomb shots plus some technical in there, and then you go to Dogwood, and you're like, okay, so now you're constricted bombs.
It's bullshit when you
A
go
little
there.
more
It's pro
control
shit.
for other shots.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's
pro.
the most difficult.
Pro stuff.
It
right
really
there.
reminds me of Tat. Like you take the first 4 holes out of Tat, and you've got like a Dogwood course.
Straight wooded.
Oh yeah, man.
I played Gertie Park out there at East Texas, and that was the only one I got to play. I didn't get to play anything else. Gertie Park was fun though.
Where's that at? Longview?
Yeah, Longview.
Guthrie?
Guthrie, is that right?
Guthrie,
I said Guthrie, whatever. Guthrie. Yeah, I played out there for Tree Love Disc Golf. They had a tournament out there. It was fun. Yeah. They had a pretty good event too. It was real nice.
Yeah, good big shout out to all my Longview homies. That's LDGA. That's I play out there quite a bit too.
Yeah, matter of fact, that's where it was. Yeah. That's who had it. Yeah, it was a good tournament, man. It was fun. It was a 2-rounder. It was real fun. Enjoyed it very much.
Oh, yeah.
So, what putters do you putt with since you're the putting man that I hear, huh?
Well, anything if it has a bead, I'll putt with it. But right now, right?
That doesn't beat me that much. I mean,
Yeah, absolutely.
To some people, yeah, it does.
If you're a spin putter, you're throwing a beaded putter.
well, I throw bangers, so no beaters.
Well, I don't know, because I can.
Okay, well, I'll introduce you
Well, I
to
throw
my
roaches
big
too.
bead
So I
later.
throw roaches too, so they don't have beads.
Well, I mean, if you're a spin putter, it gives your disc that stable, straight flight, especially for putting, right? And I throw with a lot of RPMs in my putts. They slam the basket. And with a beadless putter, like say a regular Omega or an ABR, they don't have a bead. You put a lot of spin on them, they want to tend to like go right
Sit
a
up and
little
go
bit.
right,
Yeah,
flip up on you?
Yeah, flip up.
Got to throw grippier discs.
Yeah,
Right, you
well,
can see
a
I'm
little more
a fan of the
unpredictable.
push button.
It is a little
Oh,
fun, yeah.
I
Yeah,
like
got
push.
push.
Man.
Push button. Yeah.
Spin push.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
little half and half. You know, but I mean, it's
My sweet spot is like just over the cage, just over the front rim of the cage, and that's my sweet spot.
is that where you think about where you want to hit
Oh
it?
yeah,
That is the sweet spot.
an inch or two just over the rim of the front of the cage. It can't come out. I can hit it pretty much as hard as I want, and it's staying.
I can see that.
I'm pretty.
I was gonna say, that's
I've
pretty
noticed a lot of pros been throwing kind of like up there a
Yeah.
little more.
I mean, you see a
Up
lot of
towards the
high
back,
spots coming in, and you want
bar speed.
Because
Oh my
Barney's
God.
awesome. Barney's
He
awesome.
He
High
throws
spot,
his
bro.
big old
Oh,
giant
yeah,
ball
the
put
huge
above
one,
the
it's gotta
TV
come
camera
back
and
down.
everything.
That bro kind of straddles out, and it's on.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
It's up there.
Yeah, I've watched some
I've
of
seen
them
a lot.
before. It's nuts. I don't see how you even hit them.
Your head's like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a little YouTube video out there with Greg, and Nathan Queen out there at playing Dogwood.
Oh, I'm gonna check that out, man.
Oh,
check
yeah.
that out.
Check that out. That'd be pretty cool.
It's the COVID year when they didn't allow states or Piney Woods or something, we did like a mock round out there. It was pretty cool. Check
Oh,
that
yeah.
out if you want
That's pretty cool, man.
to.
Well, what's your favorite course around this area?
Bro, I like TC.
Do you?
Oh, I like TC
TC
too.
does good
Yeah.
amounts.
I do well at TC, bro. Real good. Every
TC is
time I'm
fun.
at TC. Like, if I'm playing 21 holes, I'm shooting 14, 15 down at that place.
Yeah.
Just about every time.
And he's confident too. You can tell.
Oh, bro,
Yeah, go ahead.
that course right there plays my game perfectly. For sure. Yeah, I like TC. Cat, it's challenging, really challenging. If I want to go out,
Yeah.
have some fun, go to TC. You want to challenge yourself, go out to Tap,
Yeah.
right? And then,
Or little Egypt.
or Little E, yeah, for sure.
That's
Little
miniature
E's like
Tap,
a little
yeah.
miniature
Yeah,
dogwood.
that's like a
Yeah.
almost that place to eat you up. You
I
know,
know if you feel good, you got your buddies with you. Zoop's a really good place to go play, man.
It's all open.
I like it, man.
I like Zoop.
Zoop's fun, man. It's like saying you challenge yourself. But Matthew Jewett said Chris Masses. Am I pronouncing it right?
Chris Macy.
Macy. Okay.
Yeah.
Is a killer on the way up. Yeah, he throws real good. I played with him quite a few times before.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, he throws real good. Hopefully he keeps it up and he keeps.
Most of the time I show up at minis around here, it's like I'm the dude to look out for. But whenever he shows up, it's like, oh shit, there's that dude.
There you go.
I look out for him.
That's good, man. That's
He's a
good.
good player.
It's
Yeah.
funny. It's funny you say that because for me, whenever I was coming up in disc golf, that's how it was for me.
Yeah.
When I used to show up, people used to be like, "Oh, dang."
Yeah.
He said, now whenever you take the over the top route on 17, seen it. On where, Tat?
On what? Yeah.
He's talking about my shot on 17 that time.
Oh, wait, well, you can't do it right now, though, can you?
I can do it.
Was it
I
at 10?
know where you're
You did
talking
it at
about.
10?
So you do it off the tee, or?
Yeah, off the tee. So if you're looking straight down the hole, right? And it's an Anheuser shot or a forehand, right?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay,
yeah.
so if you're looking down the hole, so just look 90 degrees right and then look 90 degrees up. And
Oh, yeah, then it's right there and it goes over. Yeah, you should throw
Yeah.
a hook through there, man.
Okay.
Over the top and come back down. I call it over the river.
What, you throw a tomahawk over there or something?
No, bro,
No.
I'm throwing a distance driver trying to throw like 400 feet and have a shot at the two.
So as soon as you get around, when you look up, you can see in the trees, there's a break in the trees.
Yeah.
It goes right over where it can be water, and then it goes to the other side where the basket's at right there. I lost a nuke out there before.
So what do you throw, like a backhand or a flip?
But I don't-
Backhand.
I don't throw it right now, though.
Backhand hyzer.
I usually wait the
Or
winter time when
backhand.
there's no leaves and throw that.
It's like scary. I don't know if I want to do that.
No, it's the easiest way to birdie that hole, I think.
Well, if it's almost blind,
So where
it
does
is
it come?
blind.
Does it come out like on that last corner or something?
Yeah, but by the basket, you get it good.
Yeah, a lot of times I'm 60, 80 feet short, 90 feet short, and looking at a little end.
So you're over there on that hill.
Yeah, I'm past the pond, and
Yeah.
but I'm way right. I'm not even in the fairway, not even close to the fairway.
Most people
Right.
Way
travel
right
that.
in the fairway.
Yeah, but when you land, you're like over there on the little hill spot, right?
You like
some
playing off the
woods
beach.
over there by where it holds water.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. You throw away
Oh.
that. That's what I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're right there in the little woods. Oh, and you got to go through the woods a little
No,
bit.
it's not woods. It's clean. That's why.
Yeah, it's empty. It holds water, but when it's empty, you can walk out there.
Oh, you're talking about that little spot.
17.
Yeah.
Go out there right before it bends. You look
And
over.
what, you just try to find a little hole to just like.
What is that whole 7?
No, I
You can
mean,
walk
there's
right
a shot
across.
there.
You can walk right across the whole 7. I think it is.
Yeah, that's it. Whole.
Yeah.
Yes, five or seven.
5
one
or
of
7.
them.
Yeah, you walk right across
I
it.
think 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure there's a shot there, but it's like a little, you know.
No,
You
it's
gotta-
you
you gotta
gotta go over the top.
And then it's an anheuser to the
You
basket.
throw your first shot, it gets past the hill, and where it goes straight, like maybe like 15 feet, somewhere right there, just look up, and then you'll see a break. And whenever you throw a hyzer over it, it'll go over like the little water part and
Yeah.
back onto where the other basket is, because there's a water spot right there. You never seen that, dude?
I've seen the water spot.
No, you
but-
never seen that shot?
No.
I thought you would have definitely, long as you played out there.
And you gotta throw a
No.
500-foot hyzer. You gotta be able to get up and over like so fast. Like,
Why do you say that?
Well,
Like I
that's
can't
because you're
do
like
it?
real close to it. If
Yeah,
you-
that's right.
Yeah.
He says it like I can't do it.
Well, no, I believe you.
I do. I'm glad you do because I don't.
Yeah, I'm pretty
It's a
sure.
long
I
way.
bet you can.
Well, it's really
Really
having the
good.
confidence that you can make it over that first tree and not hit.
Throw-
Because if you hit early, you're done.
Throw a fucking grenade
That's what I'm
5,
scared of.
6,
Yeah, I was thinking about like
Throw a
the
grenade.
tomahawk,
straight up, and what it still has to have.
the flip.
You can't just throw it goes here. It's got to have distance to go for a hyzer.
Well, yeah, it would.
Because if you don't fuck around,
You're not gonna
you're
find
not
out.
gonna find out.
No, fun,
The more you fuck around, the more you find
Oh,
out.
I'm gonna find out.
That means.
I'm gonna find out.
So what do you have planned for the future? Any tournaments left this year? You have some that you're waiting or that you're excited to go to next year?
Yeah, I don't really have anything the rest of the year, but I'm gonna start out with Vegas next year, and then I'm gonna play Tim Selinsky, play U.S. Masters, of course Pinewoods Open, and I'll hit some more smaller events around the area, probably through Texas. I might travel to Washington, go play Kitsap. I don't know. You know what I mean? There's a few things I can. I don't know, try to
He's like, it's an adventure.
it's kind of an adventure every year. It depends, I work, so it's kind of hard to schedule those things and work full time. I'm
Right.
not Scott Stokely. I can't just like,
Get up and start.
Yeah, he's living the dream. He's already got it
Living the
going,
dream.
dude. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's definitely a lifestyle, man. That's a disc golf nomad, bro.
Yeah, he really is. An old school one, too.
Yeah.
Talking about 1985 being the
It was
youngest state.
I'm hopefully gonna have my own course here in the next 2 or 3 years. I've got some land now that recently acquired up near Tyler.
Anybody special you're going to get to help you design it?
No, I'm not even in that state yet. Just right now, like, really just kind of not in disbelief that this stuff is happening, Just
Right.
acquired that I'm going to be building a house out there, moving back to East Texas within the next 2 to 3 years. This land, it's just a cool opportunity for me to, like,
A lot of old
It's
folks
gonna
work
be
out there
great.
too for you.
yeah, for sure.
We're gonna go.
I'll
we're
be
gonna go,
in business for myself again, running my own loan company again.
We're gonna go raid his house now.
There you
He's playing this golf course and raid his house.
Go to different places, play there.
go. No, the special thing is
That's
there's
gonna be
lots
cool,
of
though.
elevation. East Texas is really not known for its elevation, but this property that I've
Got
got, it's
elevation.
got hella elevation, like good
It's gonna be a
elevation.
great course.
Oh, I'm telling you. I've got big dreams, but we'll see how it turns out.
Never know.
Never know.
Big thing.
How long you gonna be around this area? You getting ready to head back or?
No, man. I'll work for a company here in Houston, so I'm just gonna stay around here and build a humble abode up in Tyler, and whenever all that gets finished, then, there's a 5-year plan. I came here last January. I had a 5-year plan in mind, and hopefully that's going to happen. I believe that it will happen. I'm putting all my efforts towards that. So
That's good.
that's what's going to happen. Yeah.
Sweet.
Anything else you want to ask him?
I'm ready for that chorus.
Oh,
Yeah. Want to help build that sucker.
There you go.
That's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
you gonna go pitch your tent out there? And
I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, we're gonna. Well,
I would not mind
we're
at
trying
all.
to do like some camping areas and stuff like that.
Don't tease
That'd be
me
pretty cool.
because I will save all my vacation time at my job to go out there and go do that. I don't care. I got 2 weeks of vacation. I will spend it all over there making a course.
We'll love the help.
The privilege of building a whole course, like,
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
bro.
To do that. Real quick before we head out, anything else you want to ask him real quick before we head out? Anything?
No,
Anything?
no,
Anything?
he already, at the beginning, we already stated the hydration
It
and
was good
stuff, so
talking,
I don't
man.
have
Good
to,
talking.
Yeah.
he planted that one down on me.
Real quick before we head out, we'd like to appreciate Citizen Soldier for helping us out
Yes.
for this music, so we don't get our butts in trouble anymore.
Right, thank you.
Yes.
No more jail time.
Hey, but the latest that you're hearing, hey, it was a good song. I want to actually hear it. It sounded real good. It's called Madhouse. It dropped October 9th.
Yeah, I've
So
already
Late to
listened
What I
to it on the
Remember
way
is
home.
also available. Free Save Now drops first week. And both songs are on the latest album.
Next week.
Next week.
Next week. The
Oh, my
latest
glasses
album
all
should be
fogged up.
Golden Weather.
Yep, Golden Weather, yes. Thank you, Jersey Mike's,
Go out
Bruce
and get
Willis. And I think that's it. Millennium Disco. Chris, thank you, Chris, for coming on.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Thank you, Scott Stokely, for making an appearance.
Yep.
And
We'll see y'all next time, huh?
Play smart, throw Millennium.
Ooh.
you know what? Let me see that disc real quick before we head out.
No.
Let me see it. I really like the profile of this.
Oh, yeah,
I think if I threw one of these like in 160, because I throw a lot of Zeus's.
Yeah.
I throw a shitload of Zeus's.
My buddy Chance throws that Quasar. It's a metal plate light. He can throw that pretty good.
Okay. I'll give this one to him. You don't get a whole bunch of crap.
No,
And
man.
so I'll give it to him. He could definitely use it more.
Bomb it, brother. That's what they're for.
I want to pick one
It's
of
not a
these
wall
up.
hanger. It's
and like the
definitely a thrower.
That's why I give it to him, because I know he'll throw it.
Yeah.
Every time somebody asks me where I get it from, I'm going to tell them I got it from Chris Farnham.
Hey, we are the Local Rock Disc Golf Podcast coming at you here with Big Bubba, Bearded Squirrel. Thank you, Scott Stokely. Hey, real quick, and Chris Farnham, real quick before I leave real quick. Hey, tune in next week whenever we have Jennifer Castro. It's going to come on.
It'll be a good one, y'all.
Yes.
I think it's going to be a real good one. She's going to be joining us via
Y'all don't
video.
miss that.
Hopefully the video will be working a lot better next time. And we're going to discuss with her with the battle that she's having with the PDTA regarding the transgender rules and how they affect the other biological women that are playing. That will be one that we're going to have to get going and make sure everything's good. Don't miss out. Peace. Thank you for joining.
Thank you.
Thank you
Later.
guys. Hey, appreciate it, man.
So, boom.
Hey, we'll get around in with you, bro.
We will.